who is appearing for the other respondents?
My lord, in the matter, Ms. Kahuria holding brief for Ms. Muyai.
Yeah, Miss who?
Ms. Kahuria.
Yes.
Holding brief for Ms. Muyai. For the 10th respondent.
That is an email. Also make sure you participate in these proceedings without failing. The other respondents?
My lord, in that matter, my name is Otieno. I do hold brief for Mr. Ngugi for the 11th respondent. That is Nairobi City Water.
Thank you, Counsel. Baita, can you mute your microphone? Who is appearing for the 12th respondent? We have landmark holdings.
Yes, my lord, for the 12th interested party. Mr. Sakari Kibiti, I hold brief for Peter Wanyama.
Just a minute, let's finish with the respondents. Are we done with the respondents?
Sorry, my lord.
So let's start with the Langata reject AHP committee. Who is appearing for that for these interested parties?
Hello, my name is Ochiel Dudley. I appear with Mr. Denzel Ojala for the first and second interested parties who are the residents. My lord, I'll permit me to say that I'm glad to see that my lady Justice Ochieng is now recovered and is well.
Pardon?
My lord, the last time we were before you, my lady Justice Ochieng was unwell and we wished her quick recovery. I'm glad to see that she's with us today and might have recovered a lot.
No, I think that was Judge Omanga. Or Judge Ochieng also unwell at some particular point.
I might be mistaken, actually.
No, it's Judge Omanga, not me. Not me, but thank you for wishing me well.
Very well, my lord.
Yes, it's Justice Omanga who was unwell. So who is addressing us? This is Mr. Ochieng.
Mr. Ochiel with Mr. Ojala for first and second.
Ochieng. Okay,
Yes,
thank you. Any other representation for the IPs?
Yes, my lord, for the 12th interested party, my name is Sakari Kibiti. I hold brief for Peter Wanyama, yes.
For which interested party?
Yes, for the 12th interested party, my lord.
Okay.
My lord, Miss Fexi for the 14th interested party.
Yes, any other representation? Thank you. Let's hear from
Mtoto Koiti.
Yes, Mr. Mtat.
First petition.
Okay.
For the petition.
So, Mr. announced that the CJ has constituted a bench to hear this petition and the applications, and I'm presiding over the bench. My name is Christina Ochieng, and Justice yes.
The matter is before you. In the US, I'm not really familiar with what's happening on the ground. To address the court before I do, my lord. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ochiel. You can go.
My lord, our request would be to expedite the petition so that we hear this matter and conclude it. Once more, would request the court to indicate measures, the petition, I was speaking with Mr. Okoiti about that. We can do our submissions in whatever to preserve the subject matter petition, so that your judgment will not be used by edicts. That's all, my lord.
You are muted.
My lord, I think I have concluded my request.
Plead for the conservatory order. You recognize that there is an application. So address me. It's Mr. Ombeta's application for conservatory orders.
Lord, I think that we both have applications, and the bench is now seized of the matter fully, can give any kind of reliefs, including now, and then we can also argue, send to a stay, so they don't do anything, but we now expedite the main petitions to respect that the court is now fully in charge of the matter in an enhanced capacity.
Mr. Lord, to the seventh respondent, Lord, we have no objection to expediting this petition. My Lord, if the bench can be able to give directions on how the parties can be able, I believe that the court seized of the matter will be able to determine the issues one way or the other. To grant an order of stay, my Lord, the concession is that we abandon the applications for conservatory orders, and a determination is made one way or the other. The respondents will have no objection to that. Be ready to concede to any order of stay or any conservatory orders, and if the interested parties and the petitioners wishes to take that approach, then our request will be that we get directions on the applications. Then the court can be able to give a considered ruling in respect of those applications. But we are happy to proceed with the petition. I believe there are enough decisions by this court and other courts on the doctrine of mootness. I don't believe that there will be any need for one more. The issues will still be arrived, and they still arrive for determination by the court. I humbly submit, my lord, my lady.
And Mr. Kamau, before you leave, I don't know whether, or before you go, I don't know whether Mr. Irede had told you that he had filed an application. The last time he mentioned of an application, which I directed it will be heard by the bench. He had mentioned of an application, I don't think he even gave me the date, he had mentioned of an application to strike out some parties. Do you have any instruction on that application, or you're not aware of it?
I'm aware that I think there was an application that had been filed to strike out the interested parties. But I had not been given I can be able to take instructions of that application.
And I don't think it is such a serious application. So let's deal with the application for conservatory orders for now. Now let me hear the rest of the advocates, and then I'll come back. We will come back to Mr. Ochiel. Mr. Ododa. Sorry, before I go to the interested parties, let me start with Ms. Kahuria for the 10th respondent. Ms. Kahuria.
Yes, my lord. On our part, we have no objection to expediting the petition. However, we'll be seeking for time to respond to the petition. And the only applications we have on record or that we were served are the petitioners dated 4th July.
You are saying you are served with what?
What we have on record, my lord, is the petitioner's application dated 4th July and the petition. So we have no knowledge of other applications on record.
Okay. So when you say you are seeking for time to respond, you are looking at how long?
14 days.
Okay, thank you. And us to hear the...
Your Lordship, with your kind permission.
Yes.
This is Allo for the 8th respondent, holding brief for Mr. Bogi. We had filed our response to the application for conservatory orders. We would be opposed to there being orders granted in the same effect, but we have no problem with the petition being expedited. So in that respect, I associate myself with the sentiments of State Council. That is all. Thank you.
My lady and my lord.
Yes, good.
This is Zelagat for the 9th respondent. We had equally filed our response to the application. My lord, we have no objection to the petition being expedited. And as to the conservatory orders, my lord, we are objecting to the same.
Thank you. Yes, the next council.
Yes, my lord,
yes, council.
My lord, on behalf of the 12 interested parties, my lord, we filed our grounds for opposition. They are dated outskirts of the estate. My lord, our grounds are dated 28 July 2025 in opposition of the petitioner's application for conservatory orders. My lord will be requesting that the bench gets to determine that application, and we are opposed to the grant of any interim conservatory orders today. My lord, we don't oppose the request to expedite the hearing of this petition, save that, my lord, we get leave to file our response to the petition.
Yes, the next council.
My lord, on the part of the 14th interested party, we are not opposed to the application to expedite the petition. We will not be participating in the application for conservatory orders. We shall abide by any orders that the court shall give in respect to the same.
Yes, the next council. We are done with the IPs and respondents, yes?
Yes, on behalf of the 11th interested party, my name is Otieno. We object to conservatory orders. We do not object to expediting the petition with strict timelines. We can confirm we've also filed our responses to the same.
I think we are done with the interested parties and the respondents. Mr. Chair, you want to say something? Yes, in response?
Yes, my lord, just a word. All parties have filed their papers on that application. We would forego our opportunity to highlight it so that one way or another, the court determines it. Then we can go into the main petition proper. My lord, I wonder why, on what grounds my colleagues oppose the request for conservatory orders, because it's the easiest thing to get. And we have all three requirements. We have an arguable case, certified as raising substantial matters of law. We have shown that without those conservatory orders, the judgment you give would be a paper judgment with no real value or impact on the lives of the parties, and that the public interest, my lord, including the question of potential wastage of public funds, leans in favor of the
That's fine. That's okay, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Before I invite the judges to say one or two things as we give directions, Mr. Ombeta, are you still online? You want to say something, or we go with what Mr. Ochela has told us? So, Mr. Ochela, you are saying all the parties have filed their response to your application for conservatory orders?
Yes, it's Mr.
Or it's Mr. Ombeta's application, and it's your position that you don't want to file submissions?
We have already filed our submissions. We did on 22nd July 2025. We are suggesting that, considering the nature of that application, it's one that the court could directly go on to give a ruling on. We would forego the chance to highlight it. The court has dealt with thousands of those applications.
Justice Acheng, you want to weigh in at this particular time? But before you do that, Mr. Alan Kamau, I guess you want to file brief submissions. The petitioner has already filed submission on that application.
Yes, my lord. We welcome the opportunity to be able to put in our submissions to that application.
Is there any respondent or interested party who has not filed a reply and he wants to file a reply before you give our directions?
My lord, the 10th respondent has yet to file a response to that application. He will be seeking time to respond to it.
Is Ms. who is talking?
Ms. Kahuria, for the 10th respondent.
You have not filed your reply?
Not yet, my lord. We were served late last month.
Any other party who has not filed a reply?
Your Lordship, for the eighth respondent, we would only be seeking time to file submissions. We have filed our grounds of oppositions, but we would be seeking time to file submissions in that respect. Thank you.
No, I was asking about the reply. So it's only Ms. Kahuria, the rest have responded. Judge Ochin, do you want to say something?
Thank you, PJ. I'm of the view that maybe Ms. Kahuria can get limited time to file her response. Then perhaps the other parties can file their submissions, but I'm wondering whether the petitioner would want to file separate submissions, or is okay with that. Then you can give a mention date, an early mention date, so that you can be able to fix a ruling date once the parties have filed their respective submissions, and they can expedite filing the submissions. Then after that, in the meantime, when they are working on that, parties can also file their answers to petition, so that we expedite the petition.
Judge Mogo, you agree with that? I agree with that position by Judge Ochin.
PJ, I concur with Justice Ochieng's observation.
Yeah, thank you. So Mr. Ochel, we had discussed this issue, and we will go with what Judge Ochieng has said, so that we give that application, we consider it and deliver a reasoned ruling, and then we also expedite the hearing of the petition. So, Ms. Kahuria, we will give you 10 days, okay, with you? And then after that, we will, we'll just direct that the respondents, those ones who have not filed the replies, the respondents to the interested parties, to file and serve their responses to the application dated, Mr. Kesa, your application is dated when? Mr. Ombeta's application, when is it dated?
4th, I think it's 4th July. Is it?
Yeah, sure, it's 4th July, because I want us to get that date correctly. We want to know which application we're dealing with. So you're sure it's 4th July, yeah?
Just check me here. Let me check also in my bundle.
Yeah, I can see Judge Omange quoted 4th of July. It should be that one. So that is 4th of July, 2025. Within 10 days. And the respondents spoke interested parties to then file and serve submissions within 14 days, or again 14 days, and the applicant will give you leave, just in case you want to file submissions and reply, the applicant to file and serve submissions in reply within 14 days of service. We because of our schedule, we had agreed on a date. I don't know whether Judge Ochieng and Judge Mbogo, with that reduced timeline, whether we'll
PJ, can we also limit the pages of the submissions? Because since we want to expedite the petition and also deal with the application for conservatory orders expeditiously, it's better for us to maybe limit the number of pages for submission, so that we might get 10 or so, because we might end up getting a lot of sub pages. Then it will give us will take so long. So the issue is the petition, not really the application.
Yeah. We limit them to 10 pages?
I propose 10 pages. I don't know what Judge Bogo's view is.
My Lord, would you permit me to make a suggestion? We wish to forgo our right of rejoinder on this application. And we'd also suggest, if the court will accept, that the respondents who are yet to reply, since our submissions are in, they can file their reply together with their submissions, maybe within the next 14 days, and then we free the file to the court for a decision.
Yeah, either way, Mr. Ochel, remember we also have other matters, eh? So it's not that this is the only matter we are doing, So we will leave these timelines the way they are. That is, those will be around 28. That is, if you are not going to file anything, that will be around 24 days or 28 days. Judge Ochieng and Judge Mbogo, we might have to bring forward the date. We had initially agreed on 15th of December, but now that with the reduced time.
Can you maybe mention on the 11th of December? Because from 1st to 10th, I'm very committed. It will be tricky for me.
So we mentioned the matter on the 11th. That
11th is okay.
On a Thursday as well, PJ.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's
11th is
fine.
okay for me.
So let's mention this matter. Mention on 11th of December this year for a ruling date. So put in your submissions as directed. Come back on the 11th of December. We'll try and give you an early ruling date. So we don't want to make any orders for now, Mr. Ochel. Let's consider the pleadings and the submissions, and then we'll give directions on the date of the ruling. So let's mention the matter of the 11th of December, 2025.
We are most surprised, my Lord.
That is acceptable.
Yeah, okay.
Would it also be appropriate to give some kind of interim directions on the main petition? So we also try to drive it. On 11th, we can also use it as a date to assess progress on the main petition, because we have spoken of expediting.
Omolo, can we give the respondents and the other parties 14 days to file their reply? to the petition.
PJ, since we are going to maybe retire to write a ruling, maybe we can take some time. In that period of writing the ruling, the parties can actually file the other documents, because we want them to focus mainly on this application for conservatory orders. And if we give them and tell them, file these other ones, they might, the next time they can come and say, we're not able to file. It might be due to work pressure. So, Mr.
Give the directions right now, but as Joe Cheng says, we will give directions to the petition, because that is the way. That's the petition, because that is the way. That's the way we things. That's the way we are supposed to give our directions. We don't want to mix up these directions. Ideally, directions to the petition should come after the ruling. So we can only give directions after that ruling. But those ones who have been served, and I think everybody has been served the petition, you are at liberty to put in the replies to the petition. But in terms of directions, they can only come after the ruling. So let's come back on 11th of December.
We are most obliged.
Most obliged, Lord.
And
Thank
to
you.
be virtual. Thank you.
Most obliged.
Thank you.
Good day. Yeah.
Good day, my lady and my lord.
Good day. Most obliged, my lord. And my lord is.
They have left. Another bench must be reconstituted, because this is not our bench.
Yeah.
The two are Omari. So it is.
Login.